Yo, what's up? It's your boy Nigel's Canvas, and today we're talking about how I got into Google. I get this question all the time. Hopefully, through this story, through this journey, you can pick up some tips and just learn a little bit more about my experience. So, if you don't know, I work in tech sales at Google, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my journey. So, first off, I was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. I went to college at North Carolina A&T. It's actually the number one and largest HBCU in the USA. And I actually studied industrial and systems engineering. Now, like a lot of people, my values kind of changed. I didn't necessarily want to do engineering for the rest of my life. So I thought, yo, I'm good at speaking, I'm always business minded, and I love helping people. I love just the concept of getting money, marketing, the internet. When I did an internship, I had a healthcare engineering internship, and I was in the Bay Area. That was my introduction into like big tech. So I wasn't working at these big fancy companies, but I had an internship that was around it. And so I set a goal my senior year. I said, look, I'm gonna stay an engineer, but I'm gonna try to go work in one of these big tech companies. And I found out that my way in was through tech sales, account management, account executive, SDR, BDR. These are some new roles that don't really have a major. There's not a major in account management. There's not a major in account executive. But when I discovered what it was, that's the goal that I set. And so while I was a senior at North Carolina A&T, you guys also may know I have my own resume writing business. And through being a resume writer, I got connected with the school's career services, and I got to meet all the recruiters that came to my school. And so that definitely gave me an advantage. But I'm gonna tell you this, I was very intentional with networking. I set up a list, and I give you guys this as advice. I set up a list of the top 5 places that I wanted to work for. And then I thought and looked on LinkedIn, who are all the people that I could reach out and connect to, whether it was future alumni, other people from North Carolina, maybe Maryland, or maybe people that had a similar interest, maybe like the same club, fraternity, sport. I played tennis in college, whatever I could do to connect. And so there was a gentleman by my top company. I worked at Facebook starting out, and then eventually Google. But what I had to do was I just kept reaching out. I kept reaching out, asking to provide value. I asked, hey, how can we get more people at your event? Right? Just staying top of mind and always posting content on LinkedIn. Now, by me having a brand, by me being consistent, and by me just showcasing all the things that I've done, right? The recruiter eventually was like, look, man, I want engineers, but you seem like a really good candidate. Let me go ahead and connect you to our business representative. And that's how I got my break into Facebook. And then obviously from there, once you're into these big tech companies, it's very easy to navigate around. You jump from Facebook to Google to Microsoft, etc. So the theme of this is not only did I have a personal brand, which I was able to grow, but number 2, I was actually able to show them that, look, I'm not just somebody that's studying, I know how to do these skills on my own. So when it comes to Instagram, when it comes to Google, when it comes to these big tech companies, you don't even need a fancy internship. You can get a boot camp, certification. You can also go ahead and do these skills yourself. So for example, when it came to Google at the interview, I showed them, hey, I'm already running Google ads. I'm already doing things. I'm already running YouTube ads and campaigns. Even if you just make a channel yesterday, that puts you light years ahead of the game where everyone else is studying, you have the grades, and you can show them, man, look, I know how to use these tools for myself. And so that's really how I broke into big tech. That's how I broke into initially Facebook. And then of course, I know a lot of recruiters. I develop a relationship. I stay in touch. I reach out. I provide value. And then it was pretty easy for me to make that transition into Google. So if you're watching this, you're in college, or maybe you just graduated and you're trying to find your way into big tech, I would say first find out what you want to do. For me, that was account management, account executive, that route, the tech sales route. Once you determine that, you want to get some digital mentors. You want to start having conversation. You want to start adding to the conversation. And you want to start providing an opinion, value, and insight into what's going on. People are going to take notice of that. Your LinkedIn community is going to grow, and it's going to make sense on why somebody's going to refer you, why someone wants to connect you, and you're going to give yourself a lot of leverage in the interview process. That's my journey. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Peace.